Okie dokie, apparently we're now live. Let's double check before we start this week's review show a little bit later than we should have been doing. Facebook.com Magicworld UK, that's facebook.com/Magicworld UK. Please click like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. So let's just check and make sure that, yep, we are now live, I think. Let's check. Are we live? Are we live? And I think that we're live. Yeah. Okay, it's not. Yes, we're live. It's working. Okay. So, that is how professional we are at the very beginning of the review show. We have to test it, make sure it works on our page over here. If it works on that page over here, then we know it's alright over here. However, I can't hear any audio. Let's just double test the audio. Yes, it's working. So welcome everybody. Come on in, come on down to the Magicworld Review Show live edition one more time. This week, in a few moments, we're going to be reviewing Dreampad, and VCM by Chien. So just in a few moments' time, we're going to start this live broadcast. I say we, I mean me, myself, James Anthony. So in a few seconds, we will be starting. We've got people on there. It is working. I can see myself. Always a bonus. Great. Now, before we start this week's show, I want to address any comments we had from last week on the YouTube channel. So let's have a quick look at number 103, 1,672 views. Wow. And thank you guys. We've had an amazing 50 likes and 1 dislike. So that's a result for me. Absolute zero rocked that time. So, I will be honest, I've not had a massive chance to look through all of them and reply to everyone from last week, so I will go back to that, I promise. So anyway, let's get going with this week's review show. Let's not mess around. Let's go back to here, make sure it's working. I give a short pause there so that when I edit this later, it looks fantastic on YouTube. Hello and welcome to the Magicworld Review Show 104 or 3, one or the other. It's 104 or 103. I've lost track. It's been a crazy number of review shows, and thank you for all your support over the years. I'm James Anthony, and this week we're going to be reviewing 2 products. The Dreampad by Joao Miranda, and of course VCM by Chien. And I was excited about both of these products. So without further ado, let's cut. If you're on YouTube, we're going to cut to the trailer of, let's start off with, which one shall we do first? Good choice. Let's do VCM first. So let's cut to the trailer of that now, if we're on YouTube. And if we're not, you're just going to keep watching me right now. You can go and watch the trailer on the magicworld.co.uk website. Just in the instant search, type in VCM, and you will see the product. You can watch the trailer and decide if it's something that you're looking for or not. Anyway, what is VCM? Well, it is by Chien. It retails at £21.99. And it is, or should I say contains, some crazy-ass card magic. Sleights that you would never just want to break out at a party unless you put in tens of thousands of hours of practice. And, okay, slight over-exaggeration, not tens of thousands of hours, but you will need to know how to do beyond basic card magic to be able to tackle this DVD. I personally would recommend you need to be an intermediate to advanced before you even tackle that. However, some of the routines on here do work great if you're more of an intermediate, but the very first one, especially the oil and water, oh my goodness, that is going to take some work. It's beautiful, it's great, but it's going to take a lot of work. Anyway, what do you get on here? You get 48 minutes, I think, if I remember right, of tutorials. 6 routines, 6 visual card routines, it says it above, and he goes through the instructions on how to perform them. He also adds a lot to each of the routines, so instead of just being a super quick trick like that, it actually has multiple phases, and each one is very well thought out, in my opinion. Now, in terms of difficulty, yes, it's really hard, a little bit like his coin magic one that he performed. It is mega difficult. And I think I like that. I like the challenge of something else. And rather than just buy a DVD of something you can do instantly, which is also good, don't get me wrong, it's nice to actually put some time in and then at the end realise that, wow, I can now do something pretty cool. Would I be doing all these kind of card slides at my next gig or walk around event? No, that is my ambitious cards, that's my regular stuff, the stuff I know that works. But certainly some of the things in this I would throw in here and there. It's got a beautiful sandwich routine inside this as well. And 4-card shoot is pretty awesome as well. A method of like shooting at the aces. It's quite complex, but it's really, really good. So it's got lots of things in here that I would recommend. The 2-card transpo is fantastic. It goes back twice in between 2 sandwich cards. And yeah, really does, as he says here, highly visual card magic that is direct and to the point, aimed at intermediate card workers. I've not actually read this part of it. Eric takes you step by step through 6 killer routines. Okay, so they've been apparently featured in his award-winning performances at competitions throughout Asia. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this. I think it's a DVD you're going to get a lot out of. Even though it only lasts 47 minutes, doesn't sound like the longest DVD, and the contents and what you're getting is really, really, really good. And the teachings as well, from the camera angles, you're getting about 3 or 4 different angles whenever you need to. You get an up shot from down below, from here, from there, from everywhere. So in that respect, I think it is fantastic too. So basically, he's a good teacher. It's well shot, good music between each of ones as well. So it's kind of, the whole DVD runs nicely and it keeps your attention. So it's something that you will enjoy watching, and you can easily go back and keep catching up and keep learning and really put the time into it. And he goes thoroughly into all the methods and sleights and hands and the handlings and positioning of the cards required to achieve the effects. So that is Vortex Magic Presents VCM, of course, Eric Chien, and I will give this a rating out of 10. I'm going to give it, well, it's $21.99. Okay, so for 47 minutes and the contents I think you get on it, I think it's about right. Ideally, I would like it to be 20, but in England, we pay more over here. So this will be, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for VCM by Eric Chien. Great product, really like it, and I would highly, highly recommend this DVD if you are into your card magic, your cool moves, and Patrick Kun style magic as well. This is definitely one for you. So yeah, there we go, $21.99 and VCM. Let's move on now to product number 2. But first, let's check, is anyone looking? Yes, people are watching on the site. I'm not going to mess around with that while talking to you on here, but we're doing a Facebook Live event right now for the people who are watching this on YouTube, just so you can see that at the same time, yeah, we're doing lots of cool things here at Magicworld. Now, the reason this has not appeared, this review show today, at 2 o'clock, because usually it's Tuesday at 2, and it's now 6 o'clock in the evening. I apologise, and you know that we moved into a new shop, which we're in it right now, and it's fantastic. Today we've been extending the shop over there. So we've been extending it over the stairs, making it bigger, creating 2 new walls to sell. So it's basically been hammer and nails and lots of workmen in here all afternoon. So that is why we're a little bit late today. And okay, I need your, we'll get to that at the end. I'm going to ask for your advice on something. But before we do that, let's go on to product number 2. We have Dreampad by Joao Miranda. If we're on YouTube, let's cut to a trailer of it now. Okay, we're back. Okay, too much energy at the end of the day. And this now is a confabulation style effect. And let's have a look. New confabulation effect, probably the greatest mentalism close-up trick of all time. Whoa. Okay, I think he's talking about the confabulation as being the greatest. I'm not sure if this is the greatest. It's good, but it's not the greatest. But it certainly works well when you own another product. Okay, so let's go into it. Confabulation, you're getting information from spectators, and then you're going to reveal it, having been on display from the very beginning to the audience. And the way they do that, is by using a second product, which is the Vision Box by Joao Miranda. It's a beautiful effect. Watch the trailer of it, it's incredible. I'm actually holding the microphone with my hand now here because this was my microphone prop. I propped it up. But with that and this, you get a miracle routine that will last you a good 10 to 12 minutes. And as he uses it on his in his live performance, they do get good reactions. I can see this playing really well in a sort of parlour environment, walk around maybe, but more of that sort of, I want to do a killer effect now. I've got everyone's attention, that's the main thing, got everyone's attention, and I'm ready to knock them out with something. Then this really does do exactly that. Now, I never used to be a massive fan of confabulation effects, I'll be honest, it's not really my bag, but let's just start. I mean, this one retails at £58.99. It comes with lots of gimmicks inside it, everything you required, but it just, to the audience, looks like a post-it block of post-it notes. So it really is quite tidy in that respect. And when you look at it on the inside, a lot of thought has been placed into this product. Into not just the product, but into the mechanics of it, the core mechanics and the performance of it. He's obviously performed this a lot of times, and it does show. So in that, you're getting a good solid product that will work. You get plenty of paper and plenty of everything you required to do this for a lot of performances. And it's something that there's lots of little layers that are built into this, into the paper, into the way it's created, into everything that add up to a really, really nice product. Really nice box. It's well worth considering. If you are into your mentalism, into your routines, this is great. Now, he does go through a routine, though, without the vision box. Now, while it's good, just use an envelope, tip it out at the end, it's not as good as the vision box. The advert shows the vision box. Really, you shouldn't have to buy another effect to make this effect good. But, I'm sorry, but you do. But if you're a professional performer, that will not bother you in any way. Even if you're an amateur, you do a few shows here and there, then it will be worth the investment. If you want for 12 minutes of material on stage, that's brilliant. So, as far as confabulations go and reliability, I think it's very reliable. It's easy to do. The reset, once you've done the initial setup at the very, very beginning, which you might just use a bit of your own printer to do photocopies, and just that's all I'm going to go into, you will then be able to be set for any future performances. You could change the notes and the letters and how it's revealed at the end. You could reveal anything, any 3 different items. However, once it's set up, you can reset pretty quickly, which I was quite impressed with. The reset is pretty quick, but not quick enough for walk-around table magic, in my opinion. You want something instant reset, ready to go. This is not that product. There is a bit of work to do. But having said that, if you've got 2 or 3 big tables and you've got breaks in between and you want to set something up and do something really special for each one of them, great. I personally would just do this for 1 table, 1 big person at the end of the day, or a deal sealer, that kind of thing. And is it worth $58.99, first of all? Then the answer is $58.99 is a lot of money. But I think with the thought that's gone into it, all the extras you get with it and everything you required for it, I would say it is worth that. I'd like it to be £5 or £10 cheaper. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Come on. But for an actual trick and all the thought that's gone into it and all the workings of it, good tutorials online, teach you how to do it in separate videos. I think it's definitely worth considering. No DVD, it just comes with online instructions, lasts quite a long time, goes through it clearly, the making of it, the creating of it, and I think the prop itself will last a long time. As long as you look after it, it will last a considerable amount of time, and it looks innocent because it's just a set of post-it notes. So, I think for $58.99, yep, I think it's worth going for it, but remember, you are probably going to have to buy the vision box as well to get that sort of maximum effect that you're seeing from his trailer. And some of you will be put off by that, some of you won't. But it is nice, the vision box. When you see him in his live performance, just pulling out the piece of paper that has been in their hands from the very beginning, he just pulls it out and it says the things on it. It really is a very magical moment. So it proves that it works in a live situation. I'd certainly give it a go yourself if you're into that confabulation or mentalism routines. And a rating out of 10, I'm going to give this, just because of the price, $58.99. Just because of that, I think, apart from the actual product itself, I like this. So it's either a 7.5 or an 8. And I am going to give this, an 8 out of 10. I think it deserves it. if you've bought this, please let me know what you think this deserves in your honest opinion and why. But for me, I think this is worth an 8 out of 10 just because of the amount of thought that's gone into it and the workings of it. So there we go, boom. That is the end of this week's Magic World review show, live on Facebook, and also if you're watching it on YouTube, not live of course. And we are in the Magic World studios, a new Magic World shop. Been changing the layout today. So here is the question. And I'm going to try to do this live right now, as live as I can anyway. We have this main room here, so let's give you a little show around the room, okay? So, here we have the room. We've just changed out the layout here. I've put the shutters down, television is on the front of there, on the front window, putting a new layout here, and we've just had some building work done here to open up 2 new walls. But then we have this room here, which at the moment that's normally closed. It's nice and tidy. But right now, I need an idea for something to do with that room. So consider it's quite large, there's a large amount of space. I need some ideas. So, in terms of ideas, boom, I'm back. We could have, this is one of my favourite ones I think at the moment, a performing area. So, like kind of a row of seats that easily just kind of tier up a tiny bit, maybe 3 rows of seats and a little performing corner. Deck it out, decorate it, make it look beautiful, and then offer to people who come by the shop, offer corporate companies like training day, not days where they can come in, watch magic, see a bit of performance, have a glass of wine, and relax in the evenings, like packages, that kind of thing. Invite different entertainers from all over the world to come in and perform for an evening and sell tickets to people and have maybe 15, 20 people at a time coming along, or a day's outing. What do you think we should do with that room? The other options are turn it into another part of a magic shop with more products on sale, more shelves. We could turn it into a tutorial area where we just teach magic. School for Magic is my other company. We could do so many things like that. What do you think we should do with that room? And over the next 4 months, you will probably see a very big transition to what we're doing in there. And please do throw your ideas my way, because we really need it. I love the idea of little mini performances and little lectures and things like that happening with a mixture of that room and this room brought together. So let me know what you think, and if you have any new ideas on top of those, throw them my way. So thank you once again for watching the Magic World review show. We are magicworld.co.uk. Please click subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and please click like if you're watching this on Facebook. Always live on Facebook at facebook.com/magicworlduk. Thank you again, and have a fantastic Christmas. Will there be another show before Christmas? I don't know. Maybe. Have a great Christmas, and if we do miss out on one show over Christmas, that's just because we need a rest. But I wish you the very, very best, and all the best for the new year. Bye-bye. Are we still live? Okay, that's good for the edit of Facebook. Thank you. I've got to go now. We just have to do the outtakes. This is the outtakes part. No, I'm not going to do outtakes, crazy outtakes this week. I'm just going to walk off nice and quietly, nice and slowly, and that will be the end of this week's show.